The animals of nature have their distinctive sounds. Dogs bark, chickens cackle, cats meow, cows moo, and roosters crow. But people talk. The human voice is the instrument of speech and song in all the languages of the earth.
Come and get it!
Kom je eten?
You won't go on this below!
Now come sit here a while ere you leave us. Do not hasten to bid us adieu.
This water report makes it perfectly clear that the town's water system is...
She never heard anything so awful in her life, and she just popped it up. Oh, she was just...
No.
Ma lei non serve, lei questa roba non serve, a me non mi piace.
No.
Yes, for better or worse, human beings can talk.
Con lei con questa roba che lei mi ha venduta, proprio non serve.
Ricordate che tutta questa mercante è buona.
It all starts here, behind the well-known Adam's apple.
Tutte cose importanti. Ricordate, signora.
This organ is known as the larynx, or voice box. It rests on top of the windpipe and serves as a valve in the breathing mechanism. A doctor or other experienced person can observe the movement of the larynx with a mirror. During breathing, the larynx lies relaxed and open. The open space is called the glottis. The folds on each side of the glottis are called the vocal folds. They can be brought together by conscious muscular movement to close the glottis and thus stop the passage of air. The process by which sound is produced is called phonation. Breath vibrates the partly closed folds and sets up sound waves. This is phonation. Since the breath is the source of energy for producing the sound, control of respiration is essential to good voice production. You know that when you breathe in, air goes through the larynx, down the windpipe or trachea, and through the bronchial tubes and into the lungs. When you breathe out, the direction is reversed. But did you know that the lungs themselves cannot breathe air without other help? They can only hold air. To breathe, you must change the capacity of the chest cavity. There are two movements that affect this capacity. The first of these is movement of the rib cage. Muscles attached to the lower ribs cause them to move in or out. The rib cage grows larger or smaller in accordance with the movement of these ribs. The second movement is the up and down movement of the diaphragm, a flat muscle that forms the bottom of the chest cavity. For inhalation, the diaphragm moves down and the lower ribs move out. When exhaling, the diaphragm moves up and the lower ribs move back. X-ray motion pictures clearly show this coordination of rib movement with movement of the diaphragm. It can be seen that the diaphragm movement causes the greater change in chest capacity. Violent exercise, excitement, anything that affects your breathing will affect your voice too. Full control of this breathing mechanism is essential to good voice production. Everyone knows how hard it is to talk when out of breath. This is because the muscles of the breathing mechanism are no longer under conscious control. This apparatus demonstrates respiration and phonation. This reed represents the vocal folds. The bellows represent the lungs. Resonance can enhance this sound. Different resonators modify the sounds. The human head is a remarkable resonator which can change tone at will by moving the tongue and the jaw. A, E, I, O, U. It is in this way that we make all the vowel sounds of language and song. Three major resonating cavities are used to change tone quality. They are the mouth, the throat, and the nose. Muscles like those of the lips, tongue, and jaw change the shape of these cavities to produce the vowel sounds. Ha, he, ho, oo. The chest also serves to support these vowel tones, but is not subject to muscular control. One more element is necessary to produce speech. This is articulation, which makes the consonant sounds. The parts of the speech mechanism used in articulation are the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the base of the tongue, the hard palate, and the soft palate. Here are the sounds of ba, va, da, ga. Ba, va, da, ga. And now again. Ba, va, da, ga. The rapidity with which the articulators can change from one sound to another is unique in human speech. It differentiates man's speech from animal noises. Exercises can greatly improve this ability to articulate and thus improve speech. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled.
In this speech improvement program, such aids as tooth props and oscilloscopes can help perfect the four elements of voice production. Respiration, which provides the energy, phonation, which produces the sound, resonance, which forms the vowel tones, and articulation, which provides the consonants. Well-chosen exercises such as these should be carried out according to a supervised plan.
F-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
And I urge you, fellow students, to give your full support to this worthy cause.
So, re, mi, fa,
In singing, day in and day out practice has long been recognized as the only road to a cultivated voice which can interpret in all its beauty that fusion of poetry and music which we call song. From earliest childhood, the voice is our most direct means of communicating ideas and emotions. Thus, the four simple elements of voice production, respiration, phonation, resonance, and articulation, combine to produce a tremendous impact on the human mind, whether it is that of a child in nursery school or a statesman in world affairs.
Not only to bring peace to a troubled world, but what is more important, to maintain peace upon a basis of justice and simple decency in accordance with the purposes and principles of our great charter.